public service announcement. We know what you did.
Yeah, we know what you did, and we know what we're about to do. What's going on, y'all? It's the ATL Sports Endgame. It is the Kyle Pitts controversy. And before we get to the people in the chat, get to my brothers on the screen, two by immediate left, we have the Senator Palpatine, aka Mad Mike Sports. What's up, Mad Mike?
The maddest of the mic.
Hello, ladies.
And down below, we have the arch nemesis, the one who will taketh an eye out with his snake style. We have I can't even get it out. We have Pi May. Oh no.
As we walk into the abyss, and we look in the eyes of the next generation. As for I, gold dust will tell you, kiss my baby toe.
My baby toe.
Oh man. All right, let's go ahead and get to this chat. We got in pole position. We got Andrew G. He say, "What up?" We got Deshaun Caswell. We got Joseph Thornton. What's going on, family? We got Tony Wright. We got King Treyway. We got No C Just a K, baby. We got Blackberry. We got Nathan Floyd, John St. Clair, A137 Sauce, MVM 1978. What's going on? We got Miss Sonia Howe. Hey, Sonia.
Hey,
Sonia.
We got YMOF Jamal. What's going on? We got Dre Murphy. And we got Southside. So what's up, everybody? Look, we gonna get right to it because the sports news is gonna be short. It's gonna be real short. So far, what we got in the sports news right now, ahead of this game, it appears that Washington Commanders have certain people that are out on injury. Others are questionable before the Falcons game. K Styles, do we have any serious injuries or anything report on the Falcons side of this game on Sunday?
Not that I know of, but it is something brewing right now in Atlanta that your boy Casey Washington was in full pass today.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Now that's interesting.
Outside that, it isn't really nothing new. I think that's like the only thing that's like the only really the major thing I can think of.
Okay. All right. Since we go ahead and that's you guys sports news for the evening. Now we're about to get to some straightening right quick. Yes. We brought it back right before the end of the year. Yeah, somebody made the list. Before I go, Mike, would you like to address the public for a minute, please? Because I hear you got something you want to get off your chest.
Yeah. So first of all, I didn't know that Me personally, I did not know that. That I was an asshole. I had no clue that I was an asshole. Really had no clue. So that's a surprise that I'm an asshole. Furthermore, I don't remember ever recalling anybody saying that I'm threatening anybody in any type of way to suggest that I'm asking you to be afraid of me. Um, that's two. Three, it's very important for you to hold yourself up to a standard that you won't look like a fucking idiot. It's not my fault that you go out of your way to not educate yourself. Let me say that again. To not educate yourself. That means you know how people go to the bathroom and they don't shit on themselves or they don't piss on themselves. You should hold yourself to that exact same standard. But some people like to piss and shit on themselves and they'll say, you know what? I was just tired. I didn't feel like getting up. That's the equivalent of just remaining fucking stupid because you decide you want to just nope. I don't want to get smarter. I don't want to get the facts right. I don't get the stats right. I don't want to get the film and everything else right. I just want to take your word for it and run with that. I don't care if it makes me look like a complete moron. So, with that being said, quite a few people have stated that one, without any evidence to state as such, when we talk about film, as certain guys have been not living up to expectation, and we've talked about that expectation, and what we're going to go into detail. But today is a perfect example of what we mean by that, and this was not manipulated in any type of way. So I want to show you guys this graphic.
Hold up.
Anybody want to take a wild guess what that graphic is? Hmm. Anybody want to take a wild guess what that graphic is?
I don't know how many. They look like there's about 102 votes or
100.
182 votes.
Yeah, that's 92, 92.
Yeah.
92.
Mm-hmm.
The lack of
Wow.
consistency from the offense is a
Hmm.
lack of what?
The lack of consistency from the
Hmm.
lack of what? That's
Is a
really
lack of
what people come with. This is what you guys voted on.
the lack of consistency from the offense is a lack of Kyle Pitts, Kirk Cousins, Zach Robinson, Raheem Morris.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Question. What is the most important aspect of a team?
Hmm.
Where
Wow.
it all began.
Does it begin with the head coach?
What do you think, Wandrea?
I'm just
Yeah,
asking.
I think it starts with the head coach. I think it starts with the head coach myself, from what I've been told.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah, I want to know what y'all think about this. Where does everything begins when it comes down to a team?
Hmm.
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 Deep in here. I
I
Now,
mean,
love to get y'all opinion on this.
well,
from what I've understand, anything
I'm about to say, can't hear me.
Mm-hmm.
When we're talking about a
Yeah,
lack of consistency from the offense,
yeah, I can hear you.
we're talking about a lack of consistency on offense,
Mm-hmm.
or we're talking about them moving the ball on offense,
Um,
or finishing the job on
Doesn't
offense.
matter. Doesn't matter. The lack of consistency can go so many ways, but
That's
it's been so many ways. It's not one particular thing.
right.
hmm.
Come on,
Yeah,
people, y'all always
yeah,
tell me. Y'all have no business telling me that y'all don't agree with what we saying. Now we asking y'all, but a handful of people were saying it starts with the coach.
Mm, mm.
Now nobody wants to talk. It gets real interesting when you ask people simple questions. Where it all begins when you talk about a team and their players.
yeah, yeah. When you're talking about the team aspect, you're always gonna look to the head coach for the simple fact that he is what is seen as the overseer of the operation on the field.
Hmm. So from what I understand, I don't see but two people that responded on it, but I know quite a few people that is actually in here that have no problem telling us that it wasn't Raheem. Now those people don't want to answer,
Hmm.
and you know exactly who you are right now, baby.
Ooh, ooh,
Mm.
ooh.
So I want to dig into the Mike of Mad Mike Sports when it comes to this question. What was the design as far as what were you looking for as far as this question?
Hmm.
Because the way that I'm looking at the question, because we read the question out loud, the lack of consistency from the offense is a lack of what?
Mm-hmm.
But when we look at offensively wise, is the offense really does it really have a consistency problem,
Mm-hmm.
or does it have a scoring problem?
Hmm. That's a good question.
Hmm. I'm surprised that y'all don't want to answer. Interesting. I guess they waiting to see where we go with this. I know y'all ain't slick. We know what y'all want to.
It's to be reactionary, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
That's all that is.
Don't.
Because if you look at the list, as we see, Kyle Pitts is 40%. The lack of consistency, so pretty much what the poll is saying is that Kyle Pitts is the weak link on this offense.
Hmm. That's
Even though he's
interesting.
not being
So
targeted as such,
That's interesting. That's very interesting.
he's the weak link, but he's not being targeted. But they're using him in one of the strongest parts of our offense, which is the running game.
But Mike, let's not give that away just yet.
Yeah.
Because this right here is a prelude to something else. Since the class doesn't want to raise their hands,
Mm-hmm.
should we go to the next slide? Because this is what Mike and them are talking about right here. Now, Mike put that stat out for a reason. And this is off the backs of this. So, Mr. Ivan Johnson, Jr., And I'm gonna skip. I'm gonna try to scamper through this as fast as I possibly can, because he wrote Mike a 4-page letter. So he says, excuses, excuses. Brock is rendering those excuses as worthless. The Raiders average 17 points per game for the season, blah, blah, blah. Jacoby Myers, that goes all the way down. Brock does have some talent around him, Devontae Adams, yada, yada. Then he goes to, he says, yet Brock still produces. Okay, so I'll get back to that. Cousins struggle, but Drake and Mooney are both going to eclipse 1,000 yards. Pitts is fifth option in this passing game. He's seeing less and less snaps because he's one of the worst blocking tight ends in the NFL. And then he goes to say Brock produces better than Pitts did as a rookie. Now we're gonna stop right there. Okay, we're gonna stop right there, because when you add lie upon lie upon lie, what this whole thing tells me is
boy, look at this coward ass question. That's such a coward question. That's such a coward ass statement. But I'll leave it alone.
Yeah. You leave a lot of leftover stuff on the table. Because why? Number one, if you did your homework about Pitts, you would know that Pitts is on par with the tight ends in the league from past to present. There was only 2 that K Styles had mentioned that had eclipsed certain numbers. Okay, that's for one. Number 2, if he was the worst blocking tight end on the team, he wouldn't have opened the game up for those 2 receivers to get 1,000 yards. You do know that's the reason why they got him, right? See, we've said this before. I've said this. He's the decoy. He's the clear out guy. If he doesn't draw off defenders, your men don't get 1,000 yards. One goes hand in hand.
You know what's one?
Yeah. He contradicted himself.
I know. I gotta. If you're intelligent, there's no such thing as a bait question, because you're intelligent. You've actually done your homework.
Mm-hmm.
There's no such thing as a bait question if you don't. Oh, it's only a bait question if you don't know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. Now the second thing here is I have a problem with people trying to put Brock Bowers over the top of Kyle Pitts' rookie season. You guys do know Kyle Pitts almost broke Mike Ditka's record in his rookie year, as well as being for the Pro Bowl. Come on now. Come on.
Does anybody really take any one of their wide receivers? It's ironic that everybody said that Brock Bowers is unstoppable and this Atlanta Falcons defense was so terrible that he only had how many catches in that game? What, 3, 4?
3 catches.
3 catches in the game, but he's so impossible to guard.
Right. Right.
Really interesting, ain't it? Well, even with our inconsistencies at linebacker, covering linebackers, he still couldn't get open.
Right.
Tight ends, excuse me.
Brock pretty much got shut down in that game. But I said this on Sam's show, and y'all don't gotta believe it. Y'all can go back and look at it. Brock Bowers is having a Kyle Pitts type rookie season because he's one of their premier weapons. The same way Kyle Pitts was our premier weapon when he came in his rookie year with Matt Ryan, because we had Oompa Loompas on offense that nobody was scared of. And I said on Sam's show, if you put 5 other weapons around Brock Bowers that are of comparable talent to what we have right now, he falls to the back.
Look, everybody in this chat can go to hell if they think anybody in that wide receiving core is worth drafting in the first 2 rounds. You can go to absolute hell because you know you're lying to yourself.
So hold on. So my question to the people watching, based on this graphical piece of nonsense here, Is Jacoby Myers better than Drake London?
Mm-hmm.
Let's start that question right there.
Mm-hmm.
Would you take Jacoby Myers over Drake London?
Mm.
Only if
Mm,
you're a
mm,
fan.
mm,
Only if
mm.
you're a
Hold
fan
on.
of him.
It's only a bait question. It's like I said, it's only a bait question when
Bait,
you.
bait questions are only bait questions to those that look to respond out of emotion
Mm-hmm.
instead of respond out of logic.
Logic.
Okay, I only got Nathan Floyd said Jacoby Myers equals Ray McLeod.
Nathan Floyd, salute to you, sir. Because I'm glad you seeing this picture
Oh,
right in front of your face. Because some people got
uh,
their eyes wide open and still can't see it.
okay. No, cause I'm still waiting on some answers.
You do
Cause I don't see a lot of answers.
projection
I don't see a
was.
lot of answers. Would you take Jacoby Myers over Drake London right now? If you had an opportunity to get Jacoby Myers and trade Drake London, would you do so?
Damn, it's quiet in here.
Man,
Jesus.
I have never. Nobody wants to answer. Yeah, y'all responding emotionally, but ain't nobody responding with logic.
Because they ain't got none. That's why they putting up stuff like weak analogy. It's
Yeah.
not weak. You just don't want to answer it.
He don't. He doesn't.
You know
He
what happened?
doesn't want to answer the question. I mean, that's fine. Like I said, not answering the question is just like answering the question.
Yeah, it is.
Pretty much. See, I like Southside. Southside said, I like
No. It ain't proving the point. This ain't my. But this is not my point. This is based on truth and facts with numbers and film that go with it. There's nothing that state Kyle Pitts is a bust outside of what you guys assumed that he was going to be a generational talent.
Come on, Blackberry. You ought to know better, bro. Come on. I'm
He
disappointed in you,
Is
bro.
that one person?
Because you supposed to you was there with us when he man got drafted. And you talked about the man's first.
Whoa. So you hold on, wait. So wait, hold on. This the same guy that said David Ritter was the main reason why the Falcons offense wasn't doing anything, right? This the same guy that said that, right? So now it's no one person's fault. Before it was all Arthur Smith's fault. It's no one person's fault. So now all of a sudden we've went from K-Style, and we're gonna get to that. But before it was all Arthur Smith's fault because he didn't have good enough play to get people the ball. Now that we got a quarterback and Kirk Cousins, okay, that was capable. Oh, so now he's playing very stupid. That's real cute. That's real cute. But before it was all his fault and Arthur Smith's fault. I remember several live shows where you was pointing the finger at Arthur Smith. Now it's no one person's fault. Everybody said it was Arthur Smith's fault because he wasn't creative enough. K-Star, you remember that word? Creative?
Yeah, but you got to remember, Arthur Smith was not loved. It was not the first choice and loved by the Falcon fans.
No, he wasn't. Everybody was talking about Belichick.
Mm. You got to remember that. You got to remember, Desmond Ritter was not. He I'm sorry, and I never thought I'd say this, but I think Desmond Ritter surpassed Matt Ryan as the most despised quarterback in Falcons history. We'll leave it with that.
Now this right here, this right here is where I love the popularity over production. He's a bust because if you drafted him 4th overall, you shouldn't have a history of laziness and drops. Let me tell you something about that. This is wrong because if that's the case, then Drake should be a bust. Everybody has drops. Okay. Everybody has a history of laziness at one point or another. Kelsey does too.
Same amount of drops that Barrett Bowers has, and he has.
That's what I'm saying.
London actually has more drops than Kyle Pitts.
Look, I respect you more if you just say, in your opinion, to you, the individual, Kyle Pitts ain't it for you, than to say he's not a bust, because the numbers and stuff, it shows otherwise. It shows otherwise. We've already did the research. This is why this ain't even an argument.
Let's be honest when we hear that. Kyle Pitts is the remnants of the ultimate villain of Atlanta sports history. Let me say that one more time. Kyle Pitts is the last remaining reminder of the biggest villain in Atlanta Falcons history. Do y'all know what I'm talking about?
Go ahead and say it.
I'm gonna let them say. I'm gonna let them say it for me. Because I don't know anything about football. I don't know anything about Atlanta Falcons history. I'm just the guy asking the question.
Oh boy.
Because my conspiracy theory brain always works in certain ways. Because I do remember pulling out a list of fourth overall picks in NFL history that was dog shit.
You see this right here, K Styles? Because it said address his laziness now. Please go into depth information as to what you refer to as lazy. What would you consider lazy? Because if you considering that drop that Penix threw as lazy, I mean that's a
see the thing is with the lazy comment.
That's subjective at best.
Well, the thing about that is Kyle Pitts has played 642 snaps this year. So y'all tell me 642 snaps he's loafing on the field?
From what I understand, it was 98% of those 600 snaps that he's loafing on the field.
Yeah, I was told out of 642 snaps, 638 of them snaps, he was loafing on the field. You do know it. I'm about to say you do know if you loafing on the field 98% of the snaps you play, you don't have a job, right?
Cal, what is his numbers in terms of on this year? What is his yards? What is his numbers?
Well, he's at 534 with like 40 receptions and 3 touchdowns.
Okay, so y'all do understand if he's loafing on 98% of that right there, he would only have 1 touchdown and probably 100 and some odd yards. Because in order for you to get yards on the board, you have to catch the ball and run with it, which is yak.
No.
So if 98% of those snaps,
I go ahead.
Hold on. Nah, Blackberry, we're not finna do that because I find it interesting that y'all said that he's loafing. So I ask you the question: in 642 snaps, is he loafing 642 snaps every game? Which means is he loafing on the blocking side and the receiving side? Or are you talking about the 10 players that were shown this year?
Right.
Because I find it very interesting that we're talking about this, and we literally watched for 10 years Julio Jones taking off plays every second, third down, every 2 drives.
Yep.
That's not loafing, though. I guess that's not categorized as loafing, though.
Right. On top of that, now the man had to come back a whole year after a knee injury, which mind you, nobody admitted that the man was still injured and wasn't 100% until the damn near the end of the season into this season.
See, that's where you don't know what you're talking about because he wasn't.
See. So Blackberry. Blackberry. So John St. Clair says 44 snaps per game. How many loafs per game do you say he did? So hold on, everybody calm down and let Blackberry answer that one right there for me.
Yeah.
So 44 snaps per game. How many loafs? No, I didn't say no. We didn't say he didn't. No. I said I didn't say he didn't loaf. I said how many times did he loaf out of the 44 snaps per game?
And John St. Clair comes up.
I'm waiting on the numbers because this is what we're talking about.
Oh, taking off weight doesn't equate to laziness. Oh, interesting.
No. See, but you see what he just said. You see what? Because it does matter because if he's averaging 44 snaps per game, and y'all saying that he's loafing, so I ask you, how many times per game, how many loafs per game do he do out of those 44 per game? Y'all only gonna count 1, 2, or maybe 3 plays.
But wait, he said it's on film. So are you talking about the 10 times they showed the highlights on ESPN? Or
so you don't know?
Is it actually
so basically, y'all assume he loafs 100% of the time every game. And you know what that equates to, Mike? It goes back to the question I asked.
Yes, sir.
And to be honest, and to be honest, K Styles actually is one. It can't be one or the other. It's got to be both because.
Hold on. Wait. Hold on. I know
because it goes back to what I'm saying. Kyle Pitts is the remnants of the ultimate villain that nobody wants to be reminded of. Think about that for a second.
No.
Well, like I'm saying,
see, when somebody says it's just on film but can't give me an exact number, that means you only took maybe 4 or 5 clips that were shown and automatically think he does it every play. But you don't want to give me a number. And this ain't just Blackberry. I've been getting this conversation going all day.
Yeah.
From multiple people.
Now, if you're saying loafing, then you have to, because I know what y'all are thinking. Y'all are looking at him when he's catching the ball from the quarterback. But if you're gonna say the man's loafing by him being a blocking tight end, that means he ain't blocking right either. In which that would be a lie because how do 2 other weapons on the team have almost 1,000 yards? Because no team, and you've heard, and if you've been watching football, you've heard analysts and you've heard guys on the day of the game say teams will not let Kyle Pitts beat them. That means you got somebody over the top and underneath him at all times.
You can actually film and clips are the same. They're just
man, Mike. He watches clips, nigga. Because if you can't give me an exact, if he can't give me an exact number of how many times he loafs off per game, he's just watching clips off of Twitter from niggas that want Kyle Pitts out of here. That's all that shit is.
All right, you know what? Okay. So I'm glad this is coming up. I'm glad this is coming up because now this is gonna segue right into a good question. Since y'all know better than we do, then I need you to answer this question.
I don't see.
I need you to
see. According to folks, according to Blackberry and a lot of folks that when we had this conversation, they think we slow over here. So I like I said, you
Mhm.
can think that, but I'm cool with that. But what's the question?
Is Kyle Pitts' lack of productivity helping our offense?
That man said, I'm not gonna count how many times he loads. Then your point is mundane. Then
It's moot.
It's
It's a
moot.
moot point. It's,
Right.
it's, it's a moot point.
is a moot point
Moot point.
because if you saying his reputation is Kyle Pitts loafs all the time,
And he doesn't do it
but
that often, then what is the point?
what is the
Like,
point?
And the
Like I
question,
said,
the other question is, what is your expectations for him? See, this is the thing that Sam and Mike and them were talking about earlier. See, there's fans' expectations, and then there's what he's supposed to do on the field, which are two different things. Now, for you to be honest with yourself, you got to come up here and say, okay, what do I expect from him? Now, if you're expecting him to get 1,000-yard reception season, then guess what you're going to do inadvertently? You're going to make this offense one-dimensional because you have to cut out the other 5 weapons on the field in order for him to get targeted like that. It's 6 weapons in rotation.
he said
All of them have
I
to
know.
contribute.
He said I know he was targeted
Go ahead, Kel.
and was caught loafing. I don't have to know every time. So by
oh
you, so
wow,
so so so
Wow.
so you saw,
Wow.
so you said you caught one play and thinks he does it every time, all the time.
uh-huh.
You know what? You got it. You got it. Cause like I said, at the end of the day, I already know what the truth is. The problem is everybody wanted Kyle Pitts to lead this league in receiving every year.
With 5
They wanted they wanted Kyle Pitts to be the leading receiver getter for the Atlanta Falcons this season.
Uh-huh.
Let,
with
let,
5
let, 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 let's do let's get down to the nitty gritty of it. So Kyle Pitts is supposed to have 10 catches, 16 targets per game. That's supposed to lead the whole team. Now, I'm going into the mindset of how these folks are thinking. Okay, so since he was the 4th overall pick,
Let me.
he he's supposed to be a 1,500-yard tight end receiver every year.
Okay.
Let- let-
Mm.
Go for it.
Tell me if I'm lying. Tell me if I'm lying. Tell me if Mike, Juan,
Nah,
anybody in the chat. Tell me if I'm lying or over exaggerating or anything.
I think you're right on. I think
Yeah.
you're right on. I got a question to go with that because a lot of people saying the reason why he's not getting targeted is because he's loafing. Well, if that's the case, then what's the point of a quarterback coming out reading the defense? What's the point of a quarterback coming out reading the defense if you're not going to throw him the ball because he's loafing? The reason why I'm saying that is because what if the defense calls for both wide receivers on the outside to be doubled, and you got a one-on-one matchup with Kyle Pitts in the middle, and he's being covered by a linebacker. 9 times out of 10, Kyle Pitts gonna beat that linebacker. So you telling me because everybody else is getting double teamed that you're not going to pass on the ball, even in a one-on-one situation? The better question. I got a better question than that. So what is what's the point of a quarterback coming out and reading the defense? What's the first thing the quarterback does when he comes out and he reads the defense?
Looking at the
He looks for the safeties.
Looking at the safety.
Safeties is going to be the indicator
Mm-hmm.
So where that
based on
ball?
that quarterback. Right.
But you know what, Mike? But I got another question behind what you said. If that is the case, and like K Style said, Kyle Pitts is supposed to come out and have 1,000-yard season, why does Kirk Cousins have so many interceptions on this season? And you said it earlier, Kev. Would you like to enlighten them?
I want you to go ahead. I want you to go ahead and enlighten me on what I just said. I kind of went on the tangent there about half
a good portion of those interceptions was Kirk Cousins forcing the ball to Pitts, who was covered.
It
And
wasn't
other guy, now we didn't say he was the only. For y'all smart, for y'all overly smart.
He wasn't throwing it to Pitts. He was targeting Mooney when he was throwing a lot of those interceptions.
But that's why I was about to get to the next one. That's why I was about to add that too. But a couple of those were going to Pitts. Not all of them.
But I'm looking at this question at the bottom screen. Is Kyle Pitts' lack of production helping our offense?
Nobody answered it.
I say yes.
I say yes.
Let's look at it like this. The Atlanta Falcons offense right now is the 9th best offense in the NFL right now.
9th. That means you're in the top 10. Mm-hmm.
This is the top 10 offense right now. You have the 12th best rushing attack and the 6th best passing attack.
Mm-hmm. It's a bad question because you can't answer it.
Yeah, you can't answer it.
You can't answer it.
Because a lot of the things that works well with this offense, a lot of people are not going to talk about.
Right.
We're not going to talk about how the offensive line has stepped up these last couple years.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to talk about,
Bijan Robinson has consistency to this running game.
Right.
Like you said, we're not going to talk about the fact that you have a backfield right now that's on pace to combine for 2,000 rushing yards.
Right. Hold on,
and
let me throw a scenario in there since everybody's saying they're smart. If you take Kyle Pitts off the field, those two receivers don't get 1,000 yards because that 1, 2, or 3 safeties or the one cornerback, one safety, or linebacker, whatever you want to do, however you want to put it. If you take them and put them back into the play, those guys can now disrupt and cover those wide receivers a lot better. If you look every time that Ray McLeod or Mooney got the ball, Pitts was on the field somewhere drawing off coverages. We've said this every other show. He takes the brunt of coverage because they're going to bracket him. They're not going to let him beat their defense. They're not. And with them, when you take a couple men away, guess what? That leaves space open for Bijan to do his thing, Tyler to do his thing, Ray to do his thing, or Mooney to do his thing, even Drake. Drake, go ahead, Mike.
That is true, but that's not the reason why that's not the reason why teams aren't going to Pitts. Why the quarterback isn't going to Pitts. The reason why they're not going to Pitts is because the team decided this is the coverage that they're going to play. The Falcons consistently see the exact same coverages over and over and over again. That's why they continuously run the damn ball. Okay, that's why Ray McLeod has almost 60 catches on the year. We literally how many this is another question that I got for you. How many offenses in the league that have 2 receivers right now, and both of those guys are on pace for 1,300 yards? How many teams do you know in the league that has that? But there's absolutely no. We're talking about a guy like that. Not even Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs are doing what the Atlanta Falcons are doing offensively.
Right.
Right now, Travis Kelce is the leading receiver for the Kansas City Chiefs with 823 yards.
Mm-hmm.
And you got 5 other receivers with 400 or more yards. The Atlanta Falcons have 2 almost 1,000-yard receivers. Hold on. Let me make sure I pull this up right. Hold on. Hold on. Keep going, Juan. Let me pull this damn thing up so
So,
I can look
so
at this.
and if you look at it in teams past, and I mentioned this too, if you look at teams past, if you think of like back in the day with Brady and Gronk, you know what I'm saying, and a lot of other teams, tight ends like that, they block, they draw off coverage, they do this based on the defense, and then when the quarterback needs them to, some of them are quarterbacks, you know, security blanket, depending on the relationship. But most tight ends have done the same thing. They do the same thing with Kelsey. Kelsey is helping
Whoa,
other guys.
whoa. Stop. So when did Ray McLeod become a dog? They let him walk. So all of a sudden now he's a dog? Because nobody wanted him. I don't hear nobody in the Falcons niche, outside of the Falcons niche, fans said they wanted Darnell Mooney. Who said that? Now all of a sudden he's a dog.
I didn't hear it. They were talking about Rondale Moore. The one they were talking about is the one that got injured. Rondale Moore.
So here's the spread outs right now for the Falcons.
Oh, so because Ray gets I know what you said. You don't know what you said because you emotional. You're not listening to what you said. You said because Drake and Mooney are dogs. So everything else on this team has nothing to do with it. Kyle Pitts has nothing to do with it. His ability to not only run as a big defender and to run after the catch, him being a deep target, what we've seen this year, he's averaging close to 12 to 13 yards per catch, over 500 yards receiving as a tight end. Most wide receivers don't even have those numbers. Let me say that again. Most wide receivers don't even have the numbers that Kyle Pitts has at a tight end.
Well, I you know what? Tank shocked the hell out of me with this one.
On the 49ers, he would look like one of the best tight ends in the game. And this is where Tank. And this is where Tank. And this is where I would agree with Tank. I don't know necessarily the team, but the problem is, and this is why I'm about to read these target numbers. Drake London, 127 targets, 83 receptions, 978 yards, and 7 touchdowns.
So
that's wide receiver one.
The incompletions that didn't go his way.
Okay. Darnell Mooney, 101 targets, 62 receptions, 955 yards, 4 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. Say that again.
Darnell Mooney, 101 targets, 62 receptions, 955 yards, and 5 touchdowns.
So over 80 incompletions to Darnell Mooney.
Mm-hmm.
That is insane.
Mm-hmm.
That incompletions. That's that's about 49 right there in itself.
You said
so altogether
80,
100 targets, but 62 receptions.
Oh, I thought you said 162.
Nah. Yeah, that's 49.
That 40 is quite a lot of incompletions to a receiver.
All right. Ray McLeod is third in targets with 79 for 57 receptions, 607 yards, and 1 touchdown.
I got a question.
Kyle Pitts is fourth with 66 targets, 41 receptions, and 543 yards and 3 touchdowns.
So stop right there, Kev. So you mean to tell me this man is 50% of the way to 1,000 yards on this season in the situation he's in right now, but he's underperforming?
That's not that right there is a question, but to add to that one, so if that was the case, if Ray McLeod was really that good, if Darnell Mooney was that good, then why aren't teams doubling those guys and leaving Kyle Pitts one-on-one? Because from what I hear, they are dogs. But everybody's leaving those guys one-on-one for the most part.
You don't hear anybody saying the teams are not going to let Darnell Mooney or Ray McLeod beat them. You hear that about Pitts. I ain't never heard nobody say, we ain't going to let Ray McLeod beat us.
I don't remember people saying line up and saying, I got to stop Ray McLeod and Darnell Mooney.
I ain't never heard that.
Shit, from what I've heard, most folks want Ray McLeod to be the damn vocal point because some of the biggest turnovers came from him. But and then here's the last part. And number 5 on the list is Bijan Robinson, 62 targets, 56 receptions for 420 yards and 1 receiving touchdown.
See,
no, there's a difference.
Wait. Hold up. First of all,
and doubling guys are not the same thing.
That's what I'm saying. Nobody here said he doesn't get doubled. We said nobody ever says that we're not going to let them beat us. That is that every defensive coordinator plans for Kyle Pitts all the time.
So no. Whoa. You can't say we reaching. You said they were dogs. Everybody putting up more effort than Kyle Pitts. So if everybody's putting up more effort than Kyle Pitts,
comment, please.
then why are they not paying more attention to those guys? You should be leaving Kyle Pitts wide open if he's not giving his 100% effort. But we don't see Kyle Pitts wide open, do we?
Nope.
Which one we talking about?
He's talking about he's saying Ray is the third receiver. Y'all reaching strong, but he said earlier in the chat that Ray and them were dogs. So you gotta make your mind up. Are they dogs or aren't they? You said it. We didn't.
So my question is since Kyle Pitts is a loafer. And these are words that they use. Kyle Pitts is a loafer. He's the worst 4th round pick ever, which I've already debunked that plenty of times.
Mm-hmm.
Did we have that same feeling when he first got drafted?
Nope.
So that's the question I asked. When Kyle Pitts first drafted, did y'all think that he was the worst option the Falcons could have got at that time? Because you have to remember at that time we still had Calvin Ridley.
No hindsight.
And remember,
right?
And remember, even though Julio Jones had the problem, he was still on the roster.
Right. And let's be real. Everybody thought Pitts was going to be something special, including because he was going to be beside Julio and Ridley. So, I said this many times. They immediately blew it up.
Was Ray McLeod, not Ray McLeod, but was Darnell Mooney still a dog when Kirk Cousins wasn't getting him the ball?
You know what, Mike? I'm glad
you look at this, for the love of God. Look at that there, Mike. Well, Juan, go and read that right there.
Kyle Pitts was a Pro Bowler his rookie year. No one was saying that he was but that Tank. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Tank. Happy New Year.
You get the Tank today. I love you, Tank. I love you, Mama.
Tank, yeah, bro, yeah. So
with this, then that.
Okay, so with Kev saying this and Tank saying this, then this goes into our next topic right here. Is Kyle Pitts to blame for Kirk Cousins' bad stretch?
So this is the question. This is the question that I want everybody in the chat to answer first. Is Kyle Pitts the reason why Kirk Cousins went down that bad stretch?
Yeah,
I want them to answer this first. So I want to be like them. I want to react to an answer.
That's hilarious. Dre Murphy
Okay,
said, hell no. Murphy said no.
we-
Robert said no. No. ATL Leo said no.
See, no. Now we asking why. It's a reason why everything. See,
It's chess, not checkers, my boy. It's chess, not
You,
checkers.
I mean,
you
his
gotta know how to you gotta know how to walk with both. You gotta know how to crawl before you walk.
his response is exactly what we talk about, though. How he's responding is exactly what we talk about. We actually take you to ask people to take the time to think before they actually react.
Look at John. John said, of course not. Sheesh. Oh, Tremel, it's only bad takes when you can't answer the question.
See, look, that man.
Look. Y'all only doing all this deflecting because, like I said, y'all want this man gone. And you're not gonna answer y'all go ahead and answer the questions that they you said nobody up here is getting in an uproar about it. We just asking a question.
See. The thing is, it's not a bad take because we literally just put the poll up before we started this. That said that the inconsistencies of the offense was all Kyle Pitts' fault.
Mm-hmm.
That's not
That's
checkers.
what that poll was. The lack of consistency from this offense. Remember, in that 4 or 5 game stretch, the Falcons had a consistency problem on offense.
Yep.
So this is a question that y'all. This is something I asked a question, and you guys stated this that it was Kyle.
Mm,
So this is nothing that I don't say that we did.
that's
This is you all
that's what y'all voted on.
and y'all and
See,
earlier in the show, y'all said it begins with the head coach. But look at the bottom.
So wait, but see here, and I'm gonna answer Blackberry's question. If y'all don't want him gone, why the vitriol? Because we've given you the numbers. We've given you the numbers. We've given you the scenarios. Mike came up with this right here. I say y'all want him gone because y'all complaining about his production, but his production says otherwise. So you want him gone, or you want him to be the only person on the team getting the ball on offense. One of the two. Because why would you complain about a guy that's doing his job? He's just not doing his job to meet y'all expectations. So yes, I'm gonna say you want him gone. Now, if I'm wrong, then what do you want from Pitts?
do you want him to be the leading receiver on this team?
Very simple.
Because that's really what the issue is. The issue is that they like I said, they're not talking about the running game being on par up to standard when he's in the game blocking in line as a tight end. They're not
Because
talking about that.
it's right here, Kev. Hold on, before you just said something. But people don't remember or they don't look at the fact that when the Falcons are running the ball, guess who's the guy that's doing that wham block?
Yeah.
It's
That's
not
him.
Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts is on the edge. That's Charlie
Mhm.
Warren.
Mm-hmm.
Charlie Warren is the guy that's doing the wham block. He's coming around it, so somebody's on that opposite side of that the tackle that's holding up his edge guy. Somebody's doing it. I don't know who it is. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's me. But that guy, maybe that guy is Kyle Pitts. Maybe Warren, correct me if I'm wrong, but is that guy on that edge is Kyle Pitts?
Yeah.
Because the guy that we know, the Falcons, they've been doing two things all year: that wham block with Drake and that wham block with Charlie Warner. Every other tight end we've had, and Kyle Pitts has been that guy in the running game that has been right beside that tackle.
Mm-hmm. And that's why we asked this question.
So instead, so the question that asked is Kyle Pitts the reason for Kirk Cousins' struggle? Don't look at it as a why are you asking me this question?
Now here's another question. Here's another question for everybody in the chat. Everybody in the chat, if y'all have a problem with Kyle Pitts' production, should the Atlanta Falcons sit him for the rest of the year?
Should Kyle Pitts be benched for the rest of the season?
Because Kirk Cousins didn't do his job and they benched him. So Kyle Pitts, by y'all logic, Kyle Pitts shouldn't be playing anymore the rest of this season. Because if you gonna tell me that Kyle Pitts is falling off and he's doing his job, he shouldn't still be on the field. So I shouldn't see him these next 2 games based on what happened to Kirk. And he's a veteran quarterback. So if you gonna sit a veteran quarterback for lack of play and movement, then Kyle Pitts should be sat down too. Oh, now it's no. But y'all said
that was no. But y'all said he been loafing every play all year.
You said he was loafing.
Emphasis on him loafing.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't have it both ways now. If the man loafing,
why I cracked the code. You know what? I just cracked the code.
What is it, bro?
This is what the problem is. Kirk Cousins got benched.
Mm-hmm.
They need somebody to blame for the inconsistency.
Mm-hmm.
And who's the easiest target to blame after Kirk Cousins?
Oh,
Kyle Pitts.
Boy, y'all make this too.
You know why they blame? You know why they doing it?
Why?
Because of that drop that led to an interception in Michael Penix's debut.
Look, and that now, if you think we're lying, you can go look up some of the media pundits on, because I showed Mike and them the exact video where the guy said that exact same thing about Kyle Pitts. They're mad because he stopped Penix from having his first NFL touchdown.
Never mind. It was
the numbers. He's on par for what a tight end should be doing during the season. He's on par numbers wise. He's doing his job. But again, y'all don't want him off the field, but you're complaining about him not producing on the field.
That's some hypocritical wild shit right there. We don't like what he does on the field, but we need him on the field.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, let's unpack that for a second.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else is eating on the field, but we don't like what he does on the field, but we need him on the field.
So Blackberry. So
that's like
you keep November. So since you keep harping on November 10th, Blackberry, please enlighten me, because you contradicted yourself. If he's a problem and he's not doing his job, he need to be sitting down like Kirk. But you keep bringing up November 10th. November 10th really is don't matter, because at this point he ain't playing good on November 10th, and if he ain't playing good now, guess what? He need to sit down. Doesn't matter what happened on November 10th. Y'all said he ain't doing right. So let's sit him down.
No, because the thing about it is y'all have, like I said, y'all have set the reputation for Kyle Pitts for being a serial loafer.
Right.
For the last 2 years.
Kirk Cousins has thrown more interceptions than Desmond Ridder, and he's on the bench. So if Kyle Pitts is a serial loafer, he needs to be on the bench right beside him.
Well, we need to be talking about Kirk Cousins and why Raheem Morris allowing this man to continuously sabotage his own team.
And Tramel,
you know what? That is a question right there that nobody wants to have a conversation on. Because you got to remember, Raheem Morris is the ultimate good guy. That's really what it comes. He's the ultimate good guy. See, oh Lord, I just had a brain fart there, because I got like 3 things going on in my head right now.
Can somebody hand Tramel a bean pie, please?
Don't worry about it.
He's having a racial tension.
Look. I'm surprised he over here. Usually only over here if we talking about Lamar Jackson. So I'm surprised he even over here.
Well, you're talking about another black guy, so I guess Kyle Pitts will fit that description.
So, hey, like you said, don't worry about it. Like I said, Tramel just one of those motherfuckers that looks for serious attention. So everybody turn to the side and ignore that.
You know what? It's a little bit past the hour. You know what, Kev? Because I know you really want to get in on this. You mentioned this earlier in the show, and nobody really wants to answer this. I'm gonna ask this last question topic here. Kev, go ahead and read that one because I know you got a lot to say about that.
Is Kyle Pitts controversy caused by Matt Ryan? In all honestly, I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
I think this has everything to do with Matt Ryan. And the reason, and I said it early in the show, Kyle Pitts is the last reminder as a weapon of Matt Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
And we already know how despised Matt Ryan here is in the city of Atlanta, and probably about 30% of this chat that's watching right now. They have to be reminded that Kyle Pitts' only like major receiving season was by the quarterback that's despised by the city the most. That's kind of a wild. That's kind of a wild story, huh?
Why are you saying that though? Because people here, they can't comprehend. They're not very good at comprehending.
Think about it. The sight of Matt Ryan makes a lot of people in this city sick.
Mm-hmm.
Let's keep it real. Kyle Pitts' biggest success story is tied to that said Matt Ryan.
But not only that, talk about the statistical facts behind that on top of it.
Because I find it odd. Now, when you talk about statistical side, you talking about just Kyle Pitts, or you just talking about the whole?
Just how Matt Ryan has done with just anybody.
Yeah. I mean.
So
no. I'm about to say that. I mean, when Julio Jones got traded, it was said that Julio Jones was going to flourish and be that Julio Jones without Matt Ryan. This is what NFL media said. This is what Falcon fans said. This is what the Tennessee Titans fans said when they finally made that trade. We ain't seen Julio Jones since.
That's one more president than that. He's still playing.
Calvin Ridley, he on the weight that he's going, he might end up getting traded again.
Yep.
Russell Gage signed one of the biggest contracts I think that motherfucker would have ever had.
Slot corner as a slot corner, but as a slot receiver, he signed a huge for a slot guy.
Yep.
You got a 20-something million guarantee. What was it, like a 20 million guaranteed contract with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? Last I heard, he got cut by the Baltimore Ravens like a month and a half ago.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he did.
What about Austin Hooper?
Who the hell he played for? Because he been on like 4 different teams.
All right,
I can't remember
what about Mohamed Sanu? You remember him?
After they traded his ass, that motherfucker was got like 1 catch.
Right.
It was relegated. It was relegated to your son Haslam goddamn duties.
Mm-hmm.
You can go back to Devontae Freeman, Kevin Coleman, same thing. You can go all the way back. You can go all the way back to Michael Jenkins.
I find that very interesting.
There's a reason why we're saying all this, by the way.
I'm seeing what y'all saying, but I'm finding that very interesting. That right there is the smoking gun.
See, what I'm alluding to is that it doesn't matter what level of talent you are when you have a good quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter the level of talent that you are as an offensive coordinator. That quarterback, his job is to get the ball to the open guy. Doesn't matter if you were drafted in the first round, second round, fourth round, seventh round, free agent. Matt Ryan has made it. He's made it happen with everything that he's been given.
Mm-hmm.
So
He's
we can
with everybody.
with this narrative that guys have to live up to a fourth overall pick. No, these guys need to sit down with their quarterback and get the job done. So when in essence what has to happen? How can you do that when both of your top receivers in Drake London and Kyle Pitts done had 5 different quarterbacks?
Mm-hmm.
Anybody want to talk about that, or you just want to keep talking about those 15 plays out of 600 that he loafing on?
Well, and the thing too is y'all got to understand wherever you're picked in the draft does not guarantee that does not guarantee your performance on the field.
We've already been down that road. On top of that, too, on.
Mm-hmm.
Do we need a refresher course on that?
Yes, sir.
Hold on. Let's do a refresher course. Let's see. Google 4th overall pick history in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Let's see what it pulls up. Okay. So this is we're gonna go back to the year 2000 with the 4th overall picks. Y'all ready to have it? Y'all ready for this list?
Mm-hmm.
So I want everybody to give me some names to see if y'all recognize these names. Peter Warwick.
Mm.
Ta-da!
Oh no, I'm waiting to see. So what is I'm just waiting for people to ask the question, yay or nay. Peter Warwick.
Because from his college days, he was supposed to be that dude.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say it again. Pitts ain't doing nothing that he wasn't already doing in Florida, and the only reason why, because I'm gonna say it, none of y'all knew about Pitts before he played Georgia, right before he got.
Mm-hmm.
Before then, wasn't
All
nobody
right.
talking about him. Nobody.
Once again, Blackberry, you picked one play and assumed that he loafs a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Stop it.
He can't help it. He can't help it.
He can't
Well,
help. Mike,
but
you gonna get a nice long letter once we
well,
get off this
no.
thing.
But see,
You know how that goes.
but no,
Mm.
you see,
Hold on.
no. But
Go ahead,
Kev,
go ahead.
what you see this right here. This is why this is why I don't have to say nothing else. He said Pitt's criticism and evaluation from me is based on this decision.
No, it's
Not
not.
from
That's a
not
lie.
from the NFL, not from the
That's a
stats.
lie. He don't look
That's his
because you said
personal look at
he
it.
loafs a lot. You didn't say a loaf in several seasons. This has been the last couple of years, everybody, because he hasn't lived up to that 2001 season with Matt Ryan. Everybody assumes that he loafs. So that's not even you're not even being truthful in this instance because this has been the talking point surrounding him the last couple of years or so. And one was the one that was saying coming back and having a knee injury in that situation, it gets you back. So that that's not true, and y'all know that's not true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You like I said, you harped on his reputation for being a loafer, and you picked out one play and said that's what he
No,
does.
I didn't call you a liar. I said you're not telling the truth. Well, the percentages is really up to you.
Mm-hmm. Because I asked you the question, how many times have you seen him loaf in game? You said you didn't have a number. So you just went based off of what everybody else tell you. So,
So
and
that's a
like I
fact.
said, I done called him loafing a few plays. I done
Mm-hmm.
called everybody loafing a few damn
Video
plays.
on me saying that me and Jew literally had a conversation on his channel about Kyle Pitts
Mm-hmm.
where we disagreed.
About whatever. Cut it out. Cut it out.
All right. Okay, so Peter Warwick. Okay, we got that right.
Mm-hmm.
Justin. Okay, 2001. Justin Smith. Anybody remember that name?
No. Mm-mm.
Okay. No, anybody check? Okay. Everybody remember Justin Smith? Justin Smith was a pretty good defensive end. Like I said, I liked him. Um. And the word of the day is everyone is contradiction. That seems like that's your definition. But
Mm,
let's go with 2002. Does anybody remember Mike Williams,
of course.
the offensive tackle?
Mm-hmm. Come on, speak for
Hmm.
you. For you, okay, style, because they not smart enough to admit they're not man enough to admit that
Uh-uh.
these picks have been always been an issue in the NFL. It's called a draft lottery.
2000 2003. Dwayne Robertson,
Mm,
defensive tackle, Kentucky.
mm. I
For those
definitely.
that don't, for those that don't remember, that was the Carson Palmer draft. Yes. Mm-hmm. We know 2004 was Philip Rivers.
Mm-hmm.
2005, Cedric Benson. Did he live up to what they thought he was going to be coming out of Texas?
Nah, there's no
Mm.
such no war games with us.
Mm-hmm. DeBrickashaw Ferguson, 2006.
That's hilarious.
No, it's not. There will never be a war games because it's not even a competition.
That's
Nah.
that's
Okay. All right. Murphy said he was kind of good for the Bears, but remember, Cedric Benson came into that league as that dude.
Shut up!
hold up.
Shut
Hold
up!
up.
Shut up!
Man, don't do that.
What?
Don't do
Oh,
Shut
that.
oh,
Don't do that. Don't try me like that, bro. Don't do
oh,
that. Don't do that.
oh!
Don't do
You
that.
talking about the
Don't do
same?
that.
You talking?
Don't do that.
Wait a minute!
Don't do that.
Wait a minute, Mike.
Don't do that.
I know. I ain't
Don't
just
do
see what
that.
I saw.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
You talking about the same guy that wrote four-page letters to Mike about how I was picking on him. Yeah,
Don't do
that's
that.
cool. I remember that. But
Don't do that. You know what?
I
Keep
don't
going,
think
K
anybody's
Styles.
scared.
Keep going,
See,
K Styles.
here's the thing you got to realize about that, Mike.
Don't do that.
We already
No.
look
Oh
we
boy.
already know what he's trying to do.
Again,
Yeah.
you playing checkers.
Remember this.
Don't do that.
Remember this. Is the same guy that says I always got to be the smartest guy in the room. He's part of. Look. I already know what crowd he came from. So
Uh,
we ain't going down that road.
look. You got that as a
2007.
person for
All
me to
right,
be
let it
scared.
go. Let it go.
Let it go,
I'm just
Juan.
saying.
Let it go, Juan. Like you
Okay.
said,
Okay.
yeah. Look. I'm telling you, bro, it ain't worth it.
I'm
Um.
sending a 4-page
Okay.
letter, and I ain't filled it with my feelings.
I'm gonna write you a 4-page letter, Mike. Well, once we get off this thing, you already know that's coming. We got Gaines Adams, 2007.
No, that won't happen. We'll know what happened, but it won't be to me.
Ooh.
Oh, you said it's gonna go to the benefactor.
Yes. Of course.
Okay, yeah, that's cool.
Wow.
Okay, 2007, Gaines Adams. 2008, Darren McFadden.
Oh gosh. Not him.
2009, Aaron Curry. But most of y'all probably don't know who the fuck that is.
Mm. Mm-mm.
2010,
Yeah.
Trent Williams.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trent Williams, yes. He worked out.
Mm-hmm.
He definitely worked out for the 49ers.
Yeah.
AJ Green.
Oh.
Oh, now I
Yeah.
remember that one.
Yeah. I remember.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Matt Khalil, 2012.
Mm-hmm.
Lane Johnson. That's worked out pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
Sammy Watkins.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, yeah, it worked out. It worked out well, but like I said, how long did he really last in Buffalo?
Not long.
No.
Amari Cooper,
Uh-uh.
Ezekiel Elliott. He had a good 3 years before he fell off the face off the planet. Leonard Fournette.
Oh.
We know how that worked out.
Yeah. Definitely know that how that left out.
Yeah. Painfully.
Denzel Ward. It's worked out. Problem is, this motherfucker got too many concussions.
You're right.
2019, Cleveland Farrell. Exactly. 2020, Andrew Thomas. That's for all the Georgia fans. You already know about that. Then once we get to Kyle Pitts, Sauce Gardner, Anthony Richardson, Marvin Harrison Jr.
Mm-hmm.
To round out the last four. So just in the last 24 years, that fourth overall pick is a hit and miss pick.
All of them are actually
based on the expectations that came with that pick. But that's also dependent on the team that drafts them and what their use for them is.
But we as fans have to understand one thing. None of our expectations for any player, whether it be tight end, wide receiver, running back, quarterback, ever won a game, ever won a Super Bowl, never got him in the Pro Bowl, never got him in the Hall of Fame. We got to be, I mean, it's okay to have your expectations, but just know reality might not match. Doesn't mean that your player is good or bad, but it just might not match. And I'm speaking for all of us. None of our expectations ever won a team a Super Bowl. Ever. If that's your personal take, that's your personal take. But reality is way different. We expected Julio to be a stand-up guy. He wasn't. We expected Matt Ryan to be on his team a lot longer than he was. He wasn't. They traded him. Mike said it numerous times. We can have personal expectations, but to dispel the actual numbers and stats and what's in front of you, that's crazy. That's crazy work.
Okay, you can respond if you want to with the truth. I'm gonna leave it alone, but you can respond with the truth if you want to.
You want to respond with the truth? Oh, and what truth is that?
The conversation when Mr. C, just a K baby, came in and he didn't like how that
You talk about how he didn't like how he felt like I was going at him, and he gave you four letters complaining about why I went at him. Yeah, that's cool. But the thing about it, at the point in time, I'm gonna let him have it because at the end of the day, I'm not having no dick holding contest with nobody about who's the smartest guy in the room. I don't do that because just for like I said, just for the simple fact is you preluded to Kyle Pitts being a loafer and you picked one play. So when I asked you how many times have you seen it, and you said you didn't have the number of how many times he's done it, you've already lost the battle before you even started on that. So hey, look. He wants to proclaim himself the big dog in here. Hey, you go right ahead.
You can have
I
it,
don't
sir.
battle. I don't battle. I don't do dick hole contests with other niggas.
Now,
That's not what I do. So
we,
we good on that.
we stand on the absolute truth, and you know the truth, and I know the truth, and that's all that matters.
Well, since we all know the truth, and there ain't no dick holding in here, we're gonna hit to this last topic right here. And it's basically gonna be a small topic, but we're gonna talk about it. The Falcons versus Commanders. Is this a defensive game for the Falcons? Which is
Oh, absolutely,
yeah,
absolutely,
yeah,
absolutely. Because the thing about it is, you want to be led by your defense in this game.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
As you already know, Jaden Daniels is the right now rookie quarterback sensation,
Yeah, yeah, he is.
especially since he's been playing all year. Um, it's going to be up to this defense. The defense is going to have to make him sweat.
Right, right. They're gonna have to stay on him. They're gonna have to be. It's gonna have to be a catch and contain type situation, which from where we started out in the season, it should be muscle memory for us because we've seen those type quarterbacks early in the season. See, playing, Jalen Hurts and Patrick Mahomes, and that we have been in those situations. But also, even though he's a sensation, he's still a rookie. So defensively, you can lean on experience to neutralize him if you utilize your defense correctly. If you utilize your defense correctly.
Right.
Now, Kev, you have had a consensus about soft surge defense for quite a while.
The sexy red defense. Yeah. Yeah. Um, that's how I yeah. Yeah, cause for one thing, they really are not that good against the run,
Mm-mm.
which is typical in that style of defense. Their primary thing is they want to rush the passer. They want to not give up everything deep.
Right, right.
So this is where B. John Robinson and Tyler Algier becomes the primary focus offensively for the Atlanta Falcons.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then John St. Clair said, yeah, the Falcons should be planning against Cliff Kingsbury. Yeah, yeah. The thing that I've seen with Jaden Daniels, especially with people on defense.
That's a college style offense, so that's. I mean, it's gonna be a run and shoot. It's gonna be a quarterback movement type of offense. Get the ball out of his hand,
Mm-hmm.
make him move around a bit. The Falcons just have to do a good job of tackling from the secondary standpoint, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. When you get him, you can't let him escape. You gotta
Uh-huh.
get at him. But also too on defense, you can't have your DBs 5 yards off of their targets. You can't.
Uh-huh.
Because one thing Jaden Daniels will do, he likes them quick passes, and they will dink and dunk you down the field if you let them.
Right.
You cannot give them the opportunity. That stuff is what gets him in rhythm. So when they fell behind and come back, if you watch defenses, they're scared. They set it up to where Jaden Daniels makes the defense afraid of him throwing it deep. And then they go underneath with the checkdowns. Now he can throw it deep, but he's not throwing the ball deep all game. It's mainly checkdowns. So if you get your DB room in the right position, that won't happen.
Hey Mike, make sure you keep an eye out on your messages. Like I said, you might you might get a few.
It's too late.
Oh,
Hey,
right.
You already got it.
Bruh. All I'm gonna say is
No.
made
I don't
around
know
him.
where this alleged it did not happen come from. It's surprising to me, but I guess it really isn't. So, yeah, that's a whole nother situation in itself.
Right.
We like to keep behind the scenes thing as behind the scenes things until provoked.
Yeah, that's
Until provoked.
yeah, that. But look, man, pretty much this was a pretty much a short topic. It was a good show. We hit that hour 30 mark or whatnot. We're gonna get ready to wind it down or whatnot. I'm gonna let Mike and Kev get their last takes and everything.
Oh my god.
Is Coach supposed to go on tomorrow morning? Do you know?
Yeah. Because I think he said he had to work overtime tonight.
Okay. And hey man, shout out to Fresh. I already talked to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? We'll hit you up and everything. Make sure you guys check out, Almighty Fresh, as well as Coach Unchained, K 6-Man K, Mad Mike Sports.
That was real cute though, Juan. That was real cute. That baiting way. I don't know why people think they can bait us. We move when we move, how we move when we want.
Mm-hmm.
Hey man, it look like I keep saying, bro. It
was a real nice tactic though. That was a nice try.
It was a nice try.
But you know what?
Shut up, Sam. Don't. No, you heard.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. I already know what's coming. Security. Never mind.
Security.
You know what? Before this goes left,
my final word is, nigga, I don't give a damn about folks thinking that they smarter than me.
Wow, somebody really said that.
Oh man, come on.
That is real cute. I like that. I appreciate you for that comment, though. To be honest,
you know what?
At the end, look. At the end of the day, it's all love in the end.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, like I said, the thing about it is, you have to be emotionally and mentally strong enough to be able to accept that. Like for me, I had to learn this the way. In order for you to be mentally strong, you have to know that everybody wants your spot or whatnot, or they want to be smarter than you. I'm at this point in time, like, bro, go ahead.
Yes, please have it.
Please, like I said, please have it, because like I'm well. These conversations that we have on these shows is conversations that we have with a lot of people off the show.
In person, live, standing in their face, screaming, calm, cool, and collected. We never switch up anything for anybody.
We don't block motherfuckers that disagree with us. No. That when it comes to disrespecting us, then that's a whole nother story.
Different.
But as far as disagreeing with the topic at hand, nah. I enjoy it.
Look, I'm gonna say this, and we gonna get out of here. I'm gonna leave y'all with a piece of advice. Don't rush to be right. Rush to be informed. Rush to truth. You can be right about the wrong thing. Take that how you will. We out. Y'all grow up. Later.
Deuces.
Put your eyes back in your head.
Pry their eyes open and force them to see the truth. We will skin the sheep and sacrifice the weak. The unholy alliance has arrived.